Probably.
Good evening. This is a meeting of the Township Committee, February 17, 2015. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press, the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Two River Times, not the Asbury Park Press. And by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk all on January 9, 2015. Committeeman Fiore.
Here.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Purcell.
Here.
Mayor Murray. Here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our freedoms, constitutions, and way of life. Thank you. Our first item on tonight's agenda, we have the administration of the oath of office. We have swearing in of new police officer, Tara M. Stussy. If we'd like to invite Police Chief Craig Weber and Patrol Officer Stussy's family to please come forward. Middletown Township Police Officer, according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Officer Stussy was previously employed with the Hudson County Sheriff's Department. Middletown was able to hire through the Civil Service Intergovernmental Transfer Program, which allows different agencies to hire officers who previously trained and employed by another agency. She's going to replace some vacancies we've had due to retirements. We're very fortunate to have her. She's been with Hudson County since 2009. She has an exceptional service record. I'm very happy to have her here. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
enforcement family or followers of the Jersey City Captain, or brother and sister of local police officers, and her husband's also a state corrections officer. It's a lot of law enforcement. Thank you.
Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have a life-saving award for Chuck James and Belford Engine firefighter Matt Dykeman.
This incident goes back to last summer, August 31st. We had a horrific motorcycle accident down on Main Street, and the victim was actually a retired police officer from Middletown. Unbeknownst to them, we were very fortunate that Chuck and Matt happened to the area. One of the first two people there, they were doing critical life-saving aid that they rendered to the victim without such midnight survive. So we're very, very grateful to be there, very close to the inside, and took the role of action.
Yeah, sure. And just kind of briefly what the life-saving award is. Your efforts to help a man who was critically injured in a motorcycle accident, this is in recognition of that. Your swift response makes you a fitting recipient of the Middletown Life-Saving Award. Thank you for your willingness to help a neighbor in the time of crisis.
Moms, dads, can hang out too. And open it. All right. Just one more, I know. Push a page.
Our next item is the oath of office for 6 borough auxiliary police officers who actually run the force last year and went to the academy and represented them to the oath of office. The Middletown Auxiliary Police, last year alone, they performed 6,225 hours of volunteer service to the community. So they work side by side with the police officers, especially in a time of emergency. They fall under the OEM in Township. During Hurricane Sandy and other power failures and crises we've had, their service has been valuable. We will be able to do what we do at their assistance. I'd like to thank them for their service and call them up to administer the office.
Established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people. I do swear faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of police auxiliary to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Tell them, I'm giving options, no, they don't run away. Sounds good?
Late 60s.
Happy birthday, your birthday. Thank you.
I want to recognize your auxiliary police chief, Dave Dyer, for yesterday. Thank you to members of the auxiliary for coming out tonight.
I would just like to say, as the chief of the auxiliary, I'm proud to be here, proud to see these new members joining. We have 6 new recruits going, starting in March. I've been here for 37 years. It's a pleasure to work under the new chief. I thank you all for coming, and wish you all well, and we're going to do well. Thank you.
It did.
That's what you did?
Need that. Huh? Need that.
Cindy, do you need a picture?
I already took several.
It's Sarah, it's over here. I'll trade you this.
She didn't say anything, she's like,
I told her.
Anything more? You should take the doors.
Our next item on tonight's agenda is the proclamation celebrating the 100th anniversary of the U.S. Navy Reserve.
I'd just like to say that we did have a proclamation prepared for the United States Navy Reserve's 100th anniversary that we will be entering in for the record. Congratulations. Thanks, Amy.
Our Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have the approval of minutes from October 20th, 2014 regular meeting, the October 28th, 2014 special meeting, December 1st, 2014 executive session, the December 1st, 2014 workshop meeting, and the January 20th, 2015 executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve minutes. Next item on tonight's agenda, we have public hearing of proposed ordinances. Our first ordinance, 2015-3123, an ordinance amending fees assessed for return checks.
Is there anyone who'd like to speak to 2015-3123? Yes, sir.
Good evening, my name is Don Watson, on Collinson Drive. I'm just a little curious about this ordinance as to when the state passed this law. Does anybody know?
Couldn't say the exact date, but it was some time ago, I believe.
A year? 5 years?
I don't know the exact dates, I couldn't say.
What spurred you to introduce this ordinance?
So that the ordinances on the books of the township were consistent with the state statute. Our CFO, Colleen Lapp, was the one that discovered that there was an inconsistency and the need to correct it.
Is there any provision being made to reimburse those that were overcharged for these checks?
I don't believe there were any charges assessed to anyone,
Nobody's good at
not that I'm aware of.
the checks bounced.
They may have been bounced checks, but I don't know if anybody was charged.
I guess that's about all the questions I have. Thank you very much.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak to 2015-3123? Seeing no other members of the public wishing to speak to 2015-3123, I will move to close public portion.
Second.
And move for adoption, right? Sorry, excuse me.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2015-3123 on second and final hearing. Our next ordinance for public hearing, we have 2015-3124, an ordinance for Title 39 as home catering complex.
Is there anyone wishing to speak to 2015-3124? Okay, seeing no members of the public wishing to speak to 2015-3124, I move to close public portion and adopt.
Second.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2015-3124 at the second and final hearing. Our next item, we have ordinance 2015-3125, an ordinance amending Chapter 65, liquor license establishments distance requirements.
Is there anyone wishing to speak to 2015-3125? Seeing no other members of the public wishing to speak to 2015-3125, I move to close public portion and adopt.
Second.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2015-3125 for the second and final reading. Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have ordinances for introduction. Ordinance 2015-3127, an ordinance establishing measures to protect dunes and beaches.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held on March 16, 2015. Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have 2015-3128, an ordinance amending section 127-24AA of the Township Code, summer recreation program fees.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Michelle.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held March 16, 2015. Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have 2015-3129, an ordinance amending section 44-10 of the Township Code governing special duty rates for police officers.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Michelle.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held March 16, 2015. Our next ordinance for introduction, 2015-3130, ordinance regulating parking of commercial vehicles and trailers on municipal roadways in residential areas.
So moved.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Michelle. Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held March 16, 2015. And as an announcement, anyone who has an agenda with ordinance 2015-3131, that's been removed from the agenda for tonight. At this time, we have a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 15-85 through 15-102, and including bingo and raffles and volunteer firefighter applications.
So moved.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Michelle.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this consent agenda. At this time, we have Resolution 15-84, resolution authorizing payment of bills for February 17, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore. Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Michelle.
Yes.
Mayor Murray.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this resolution. At this time, we have Township Committee comments.
Committeeman Fiore, would you be first tonight?
Thank you, Mayor. I knew you may find this shocking, but I have no comments this evening, so thank you.
Paul Evans.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Thank you, Mayor. It was an efficient meeting to date. I have no comments this evening.
Thank you. Dr. Sharpenberger.
You never wanted to follow a line. I do have comments, just a few quick ones. I just want to say how great it was to see the auxiliary police cadets, now I guess police officers after the swearing in. It's just really another extension of how much the volunteers mean to this town. And anybody who's ever been to an event, especially like Middletown Day or certainly the parade this past year, or anything at the Arts Center knows how much the auxiliary police do, and in turn, how much it saves the town. So they really do a great job. I actually know a few of the folks who have stepped up, and it's really good to see them, step up and really participate in the town and really help the town out in so many ways. I also was lucky enough to go to the VFW. It's an annual event they have, remembering the Dorchester, and it's just to shorten the story. It's a story about a ship during World War II that was sunk in 1944, and there were 4 chaplains who gave up their life vests to other soldiers and perished. And each year the VFW has a remembrance, and I think it's really important. It was great this year, especially to see so many young people, because I think it's the kind of story that should be told over and over again, and remind people of really what heroism and valor and selflessness really looks like. And it was a great event. I love going to it. I don't think I've missed one in 10 or 12 years, so really a great thing. And finally, the snow removal. This is death by 1,000 cuts with these little snowstorms we've had, but the town and Ted Maloney, your crew has done an outstanding job once again. And when you go into the supermarket in our position and people come up to you and you don't have to duck for cover because they're complimenting you on the snow removal, that's really quite a feat. And it's been a struggle the last few weeks, but DPW has really stepped up in a big way and they deserve a lot of credit.
And finally, I don't know how many people heard that Leslie Gore passed away, but I don't know if you remember this. A few years ago, she performed here in Middletown at one of our summer concerts. So it was a big thrill. A goofball like me from the 60s who remembers her from Batman and that song, It's My Party, to see her here in Middletown. It was really a thrill. And sorry to see her go. Yet another vestige of my childhood falls away. So with that, thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, Dr. Schottenberger. Deputy Mayor Michelle?
I just want to echo Committeeman Schaffenberger on the phenomenal job DPW is doing with the snow. It's been a brutal year, but you're doing a great job. That's it. Thank you.
I feel like I jinxed us when I said at reorg that, we weren't going to get much snow, so, but Ted, I know you guys are working really hard, stepped up in a big way, and I'm getting a lot of compliments, so I know it's a lot of hard work and we appreciate it. Mother Nature is definitely giving us a hard time. The only other thing I wanted to mention was the Mayor's Cup with North vs. South, an annual game. This is the second year they played it at Ice World, and it's a packed house every time. It's a really great feeling, a lot of community spirit there, and it was a tremendous game, did not disappoint. And the only other thing I'd like to mention, just if everybody's looking to have a good time and patronize the Arts Center's coming up with their Savor the Arts series in Ireland in March. Weekend of music and food and my favorite soda bread, even though I'm not Irish. And with that, I think I'm going to open up to public comments. So just remember, if you never made a public comment before, state your name and your address, and you will get 5 minutes. And if you exceed the 5 minutes, we're always around afterward to talk to you and finish up if you exceed the 5 minutes. So is there anyone from the public who would like to make a comment? Yes.
Pete Gato, 17 Lydia Place. Just want to thank everybody for working hard this month for what they did. Not knowing, local politics and how this whole thing works, what is the next step for us? Or when does this actually take place with the vote? Or what is the next steps?
You mean for the commercial vehicles?
Yeah, the commercial vehicles side.
What did we introduce tonight? And then next month, is it next month? The 16th, which would be the next meeting in this room, not the workshop meeting, we would vote on it one final time. And then it's done, yeah.
It has to be advertised and then it become effective.
What's the timing on the enforcement after the second meeting, Brian?
Well, it has to be advertised to become effective. Once the advertisement is placed, it becomes public, and then the police can start enforcing. There may be some administrative things that they have to do internally that might take a couple of weeks, but
Advertisement away, but
in the newspaper publication and everything that has been adopted after the public hearing on March 16th.
awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to make a public comment? Okay, seeing no other members of the public, I move to close public portion and adopt.
Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Schaffenberger.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Michelle.
Yes.
Mayor Murray. Yes. Motion carries to